Alright, after a few minutes of patiently waiting to load into the game, the November 18th update is officially out in Sea of Thieves. And yeah, we get bonus 50 doubloons, 50,000 gold. Thanks, I guess. Okay, so we've waited for a quick minute to try out the traps and the ledge hanging and get back our disguises. Hopefully the game will be okay and run smoothly and not crash. I think most of you are aware of how this works with the disguises. You crouch down, then you hold down, well, L1 or, well, you know what button. I think it's LB on the Xbox, L1 on the PS5. So here are my disguises. I got these. So let's just go with a standard sailor's chest. Alright. Make sure it looks okay. Okay, it looks normal. Doesn't look like it's glitching or anything. Because some people were having that issue. I never had that issue whenever I was using the chest. But, yeah, it seems to be okay. The problem is some people could detect you whenever you were, like, disguised. And I hope that's an issue that's been fixed. Alright, so the other thing I wanted to check real quick regarding disguises is the barrel. One thing we noticed with the barrel is sometimes your barrel would be too... Okay, hanging. We'll go to the barrel in a second. Alright, so we should be able to hang off. Okay, so you have to crouch in order to hang from the ledge, okay? So that's pretty easy. Alright, so you can't... Let's see. Hang in, hard to see, nameplate hidden, press to climb back on board or let go. Hanging off the edges of ships and ledges apparently are finally in the game. We only had to wait like a month for that. Now going back to hanging real quick, this is what they say in the release notes. Pirate explorers may also find a few locations in the world where they can hang from certain ledges away from their ship. Rare will leave it to the players to discover these locations for themselves. And, oh yeah, the barrel disguise. I wanted to disguise myself as a barrel down here and make sure that the barrel is actually the same size. Because that's one thing we noticed is that the barrels, I think the barrel's still bigger. Alright, so let me stop right here. Like, this is an issue with the game. It's like, you sneak down here, right? And you disguise yourself as a barrel by other barrels on your ship. I think players might notice the size difference, Rare. Alright, so that's still a problem, unless it's just from my point of view and from everyone else's point of view. It's normal. I honestly don't know, but we tested that before the disguises were removed, and that was an issue. Alright, so let me try besides these barrels. Yeah, it's the same issue. I mean, it's a little bit bigger. I mean, maybe they had no choice but to make it a little bit bigger. But either way, I mean, yeah, it is a little bit taller than these barrels. It just feels like it's way bigger whenever it's a barrel on your ship. Maybe those barrels are smaller and we just never realized it. Or at least I never realized it. Okay, so the point is disguises are back. Just be careful when you're a barrel, because you can tell there's a size difference. We have confirmed that traps can be found in barrels. That's where you find the traps. Alright, let's see if we can get as many traps as possible. I'm going to conduct a couple of tests. Alright, so throwables. It's in throwables. So I guess you just throw it down. And then if you want to put, like, an item on it. Ow. Okay, so that's something I also wanted to test. You can hurt yourself with the traps. So be careful. But, like, it doesn't cause, like, the broken leg effect for too long. So, okay, so what you got to do, according to Rare, in the patch notes, which I'll link below in the description section. You throw down the trap, then you squat, and then you gotta get by it. Okay, so get close. Don't get too close to it, or you'll activate it. Whether it's your trap or an enemy trap, you can disarm it, or you can open the loader. That's how you'll add one of the additional items to use on your trap. So we got it with there. I got too close. And now I'm drunk. So the drunk bomb works with the trap. Okay. So at least we know it works. Okay. So finally, let's stand back up. I got a little too close. I think there's like a frame rate issue in the game that caused that delay. Okay, so we have one more trap to test. And what was I wanting to test? I guess I'll just show you how to disarm it. So you squat near it. Don't get too close once again, and then you can just disarm it. Then you get it back in your inventory. Okay. So that's pretty much it. All right. But we'll put one more item in the trap, and then I'll walk over it. Okay. So that, crouch, get by it, get close, open loader, and this time we'll add a firework. Okay. So we got a firework, and this is good, I guess, to alert people, and you can also like bury it. So just you can bury it. I guess I don't know how hidden this is going to be with the firework on it, but we'll see. Like how far can I bury it? I guess that's just like 2 scoops. It still looks kind of obvious, but it's kind of cool that you can bury your traps and use them as additional like. Okay, so there we go. All right, so there we go. That's the firework. So I guess it's a good thing if you like need to put a trap somewhere and you just use it as like an alert system with the firework, and then if the firework goes off, it will injure the enemy, but it also give you like an alert, like, oh, my firework went off. That way you know that somebody actually set the trap. There's also a few items over in the Emporium, including the ancestral ship set, returning from a limited time promotion. So yeah, this is back in case some of you might be interested in this particular ship set, along with the collection if you want to complete the collection for the ancestral ship set, and some other items. For those of you that missed out on the season 12 plunder pass, you can get the Gorgon curses, the solid stone curse, creeping stone curse. I guess they listened to the complaints from players that missed out on getting some of these curses that have been in the recent plunder passes, and decided just to add them to the game in the Emporium. So if you want the stone curse, you didn't get it in season 12, now you have a chance to get it. And there's also a Gorgon weapon bundle, so some different weapons like a blunderbuss, cutlass. I have reach, pistol, and we got the Motley Mariner blowpipe skin for your blowpipe, so we have that as well. And the Festival of Plenty bundle with different instrument cosmetics: banjo, concertina, drum, hurdy-gurdy. There's also a banana banter emote bundle. So yeah, you can do this with your banana. There's also some new items in the outpost, ironwood carpenter's weapons, as well as cinch shirts in the outpost clothing store, 4 different colors. And down the pirate legend hideout, there is a new ghost heavy sword and rapier that's locked behind the Athena's fortune. There's also a whole bunch of gameplay improvements if you want to read over all that. Article link below in the description section, including quick switching using crouch. Players attempting to crouch while switching weapons will constantly now have to wield second weapons before being able to fire the follow-up shot, preventing weapons from being fired faster than intended. Players will no longer be able to get underneath the Fort of the Damned. They will be prevented from retrieving the treasure from the fort's vault. Players can no longer gain access to the Burning Blade interior by grappling into the front of the ship. A few more patch notes. The blowpipe's quickfire has been tuned to ensure that it still provides a quick but accurate shot at close range without overshadowing the benefits of a more considered charged shot. Even a brief charge will now deliver a strong mid-range shot, while fully charged shot travels the maximum shot range. And the commendation rewards that we've been waiting for to actually unlock and get, with a suite of mischief-making tools now re-enabled, the previously blocked commendations, rewards, achievements, trophies are available for players to make progress towards unlocking. So great news, we finally got the traps, as well as the ability to hang off the edges of ships and some ledges in the world of the game. And we also got the disguises back and the rewards, commendations, trophies enabled. Only took them about a month after the launch of Season 14 to get all that stuff in the game. But better late than never, I suppose, Rare. There's also some other information that's in the release notes in the article link below in the description section if you want to read over it yourself. Anyways, now that Season 14 finally has all of the content in it, your thoughts, views, and opinions regarding Season 14, Making Mischief, welcome, as always, below in the comment section.